Hey, what's up guys, BB or Gunk here, and we are here with the last battle of the season, and we're going against Elf Owls, which is someone that I've been looking forward to battle for a while, because they've been on the first rank, rank number 1 for the longest time, I think. And just like with Chris last week, it's not like I want to beat this guy or anything like that. It's just like they have teams that I don't think I'm well prepared against, or they're just good teams in general. So the whole season I'm just like going at it in my brain, like preparing, and I'm just really excited to fight him finally. He is the very last opponent, and he has a pretty good team. He has Sun, and it's Chiyu and Walking Wake in the same team. It's pretty good Sun. I don't even know how you get away with drafting that, but I've been seeing that a lot lately in draft. And I guess like new toy syndrome for both Walking Wake and Chiyu has gone down. And well, if you can draft it, then go ahead, because it looks pretty good. But anyways, pretty good battle. I've been looking forward for it for a while, and I've been preparing a lot, so let's get right into it. Alright, we're just gonna get right into it. We are lead Lycanroc to attack Sub Endeavor with Salakberry. This is to keep Hatterene and Tinkaton weak, as those are the main switchings to Lycanroc. Hatterene I needed weak because I don't want any Healing Wish going on, and Tinkaton because both Hydreigon and Iron Valiant go in after that goes down. And just in general, those are like the support mons, and I need them to be low. We are Salak just in case we manage to keep it this. If we get the speed and we did kill one of those bulky mons, we can threaten the offensive Pokemon with Endeavor, as I am faster than all of them. Scarf, Special Valiant, 3-attack Streak. Assault based on the Hydreigon because there's a Chiyu. Curse, Water Absorb on the not the Quagsire, the Clodsire. Rocky Helmet on Corviknight because it's mainly for Slitherwing. It's not the best switching into it, but it's what we have. And lastly, good old reliable Rayaleki with the boots. Spin, 3 attacks. So like I said, the point here is to just lead with the Lycanroc and threaten everything. But mainly just the support mons, I need them to be low with Endeavor. Alright, so they lead Chiyu as I lead Lycanroc. Now, Scarfed Chiyu does knock me out, like always, but I figured you probably don't stay in here, as I do have Accelerock, and I could be Scarf anyway, so I know that my Lycanroc is putting pressure already, and I just go for a sub here, trying to catch the switch into the Hatterene or the Touch Screw. Looking at my team, making sure that there's no switching really. I'm just gonna sub, as I'm expecting them to switch. She's just such a funny looking one, huh? It's like small, it's cute, but it's so dangerous. Anyways, they go Hat. So already, this is looking like I'm gonna be able to keep it low, so just sub. I was originally Ironhead, but I really realized that Rock is way better coverage here, but I kind of miss having Ironhead. I'm just gonna go for the Stun Edge, get some damage, and that way I can Calc and see if this is physically defensive, specially defensive, or mixed, or could even be offensive. Just whatever it is, I'm gonna be able to put it in the Calc. I missed my first Stun Edge. Why not? I was debating running Rock Blast instead of Stun Edge, but I figured, you know what? Whenever you run a move that misses less, you miss anyway. At least for me, that's how it is. So I just, I said, fuck it. Let's be Stone Edge. It's got the damage, it's got the crit. I'd rather that instead of Rock Blast missing or just giving me 2 hits. But yeah, Lycanroc is pretty good here. Just rock is really good here. I sub again on a nozzle, so that means I get to keep the sub, and I can get a pretty good stonage. As it does nearly half, which leads me to believe it is mixed defensive, but you need some special defense for Valiant. I mean, it makes sense. Hatterene is just bulky altogether. It's a good bring. Because they have draining keys, it is a little annoying, but I am able to get another sub here. I get 2 more subs if I'm not mistaken. Because those are the Fs I put in this guy. Yeah, I can get 1 more and I'll be down to 2 HP. It's a little cheesy, but we're going against Sun, so I figured if you keep the Supermons, Hatterene, and Tinkaton low, then, I mean, High Dragon and Iron Valiant are really good here. So we get our last one, we get the Salak, so now if you go into an offensive mode, I am faster. Of course, Slithering will just first impression me, but that's a move that I'm forcing you to put, so it's fine. 1 more draining keys, and here I am forced to just Endeavor something. If this stay in, perfect. If you switch out, also perfect, because there's no immunity to Endeavor on my opponent's side. So I can just happily click Endeavor. We bring it down to 2 HP, and we activate a Citrus Berry. So that means if I got the first Stonage, I could have popped it. But it doesn't exactly matter, as you'll see later. But I would have liked to pop it. That way this stays at 2 HP. So here I'm just debating. If I go Iron Valiant, I'm gonna be choice locked. Rayaleki doesn't really make sense, as that gives... You can actually save Hatterene if I go into that. So I'm just gonna go into High Dragon. I'm just making sure, because I'm very defensive. I have like no special attack. I'm making sure that I can actually kill this thing. And judging with how much the Stonage did, I know that you probably are more physical than special. Or, no, what am I saying? It almost did happen, but you know what I mean. Like, depending on, you have to be like max special defense, and that doesn't make a lot of sense considering the damage. So I know that High Dragon can kill this. High Dragon's really strong, even with AB. Here I'm debating, I'm just like Dark Pulse. Dark Pulse fine. The only Dark Resist on the other side is the Chiyu, and it doesn't exactly take it well because I'm High Dragon, but also like I'm supposed to do the Chiyu switching, so I like Chiyu in front of High Dragon basically. I think they're realizing that they have to sack this, as nothing really switches into this. They Terra. Now here I was really scared, because if this becomes Terra Fairy, I can't kill it. But it's Terra Poison, which I'm guessing it's to get the Iron Valiant, as you wall both Fairy and Fighting. So I use Dark Pulse and I'm able to pick it up. But that was really scary. As soon as I saw Terra, I'm like, please don't be Fairy, because now Draining Keys actually heals you up almost max HP. And High Dragon, I'm pretty sure it dies if it's Terra, so that would have been horrible. Maybe Earth Power was better, I don't know. It's just, Stab's way stronger. Earth Power is so weak, dude. I'm not that offensive. But yeah, down goes Hatterene. That means there's no Healing Wish this game. So the damage on Torkoal is permanent, unless they're like rest, but if they're rest, I might even be better. Here comes this thing. So I'm like, you know what? I gotta go into this. I could have go Corbinite, but I mean, I don't know. This is my intended switching. It's just like, it's such an easy switching that I'm kind of scared of going into it because I'm like, maybe you're trying something weird. But see, I'm like, oh, maybe I should go Corv, but I'm like, Claude makes more sense, kinda. I'll go Claude. And there it is, Substitute. I knew this was gonna try something to catch my Clodsire. That's why I didn't want to go into it, but it makes sense. Clodsire can potentially Walking Wake is one of the reasons I drafted it, actually. Because, I mean, the fact that I can Terra with Clodsire is insane. You have a on-hour Pokemon of any type, and a Water Absorb Pokemon of any type, so I can potentially just wall this. They go for Dragon Dance. So I'm like, oh, you're physical or at least mixed. In which case, I'm just gonna get the Substitute off of you. It doesn't kill. This is a very bulky Wake. Not that Clodsire is the most offensive Pokemon out there, but that's an Earthquake, stab. I'm like, oh, you're lefties. I'm like, yeah, I need to get that sub off and then go into Corbinite. I get a second one. So now my Aron Valiant's slower. So is the Regieleki. So this is looking pretty bad. But I am able to break the sub here. Alright, if I'm not mistaken, I just go hard Corbinite here. Because this thing is +2. And I'm assuming you either sub again or you try to attack me with whatever move you have that's not water. Which, I am Rocky Helmet Corbinite, so I should probably take it pretty well. Dude, Walking Wake is so cool. I don't know who came up with that design, but they need a raise. They sub again. So here, I gotta focus on breaking the sub. I can't just like get fancy, try to U-turn into something or whatever. I gotta Brave Bird and see what the moves on this guy are, because it's gotta be like dual stab or I think it gets crunch. I'm not sure. Like Walking Wake doesn't get that many physical moves, but it is +2 and it doesn't have that bad of an attack anyway. I just Brave Bird, and it turns out they're mixed. So this is like a Envy set that he used to have, and this just doesn't do anything. And I am able to break this up. So I'm looking pretty good. I'm guessing you are Hydro Steam and Dragon Claw, or maybe you an Outrage. Probably Dragon Claw. So Corbinite looks pretty good here, as the Hydro Steam that wasn't doing that much. I'm just gonna Roost. They switch, makes sense. You don't want to square up with Corbinite when it's doing that little. But yeah, I am thinking, okay, that's not a normal Walking Wake. If the sun's up, I can actually lose to it. So we have to play around it. At the very least, I know what set it is now. But here comes Chiyu. I have to get out of here. I go into my designated switching, which is the AB Hydreigon. I still don't know what this Chiyu is. It could be Specs, could be Scarf, could be Nasty Blood. But against my team, I think it makes sense to be Choice. Nasty Blood doesn't break Hydreigon, really. I guess if I'm weak, I can lose to it, but you know what I mean. And here comes an Overheat. And I eat it up. I'm Hydreigon. Oh, Hydreigon's so cool, dude. I wish it had Roost. And they revealed to be a Jetpack, so I'm like, alright, you got me. Because now that damage is there, here comes something else. And it's like, that's not That's bad. That's not good for me. But yeah, High Dragon is so cool. It's typing, it's so defensive. Being able to take on like fire, water, and all that. And still being offensively, like threatening. So good here. And as you can see, that overhit did quite a lot if you think about it. Like it's not choice specs. It's just a jetpack. Here comes Slitherwinger, one of my favorite Pokemon now. And I have to go core. That's my designated switching. Because if it's set up, I can deal with it. I was so scared of a setup variant, especially because I'm not unaware on the Cloud. But yeah, I need to get out into my core. A quick U-turn, so now I'm like, that's a crit. So on the Hulk, I can tell that it's offensive. But because they got a crit, I'm not exactly sure if it's like abandoned or whatever. But I get Rocky Helmet chip. It's pretty good. Here comes the Torkoal. So now the sun's up and we're doing sun things. I just get a U-turn. I need to get out of here. Pretty sure I go into High Dragon. Might go Claw. No, I think I go Hydra. Which, considering Chiyu's still alive, that's probably not a good play. I need HP on High Dragon, basically. So otherwise, Chiyu just clicks Fire move 6 times. I guess 5, like I wrote down. He sets up rocks though, which is not a bad play, but I was expecting like a body press or maybe yawn, you know. Typical Torkoal things. I use Flamethrower because I know you're not gonna sack your sun here. Sack your sun here? That sounds horrible. I mean sun as S-U-N. I have an accent, I realize. That's what I meant. But yeah, even like resisted Flamethrowers doing a lot to Torkoal here. I just need chip. But like, you're most likely not staying in. This is your Sunsetter. I pull Draco. You have no Fairy type. I don't have Draco though, but you know. I could have it. I could have Draco. In hindsight, maybe I should have been Draco. I don't know. Kind of like the ground coverage here. I definitely need fire. For Tinkaton and them. Portobello, I'm assuming it's a Touchscrew. And this thing's gonna get cooked. It's sun boosted, bro. Even though I'm AB, I'm doing a lot. So this thing, I'm not really too worried about it. Doesn't do that much. I'm just gonna U-turn. Not to mention, if they're defensive, I am faster, so... I'm expecting something along the lines of like Spore. If they stay in. But the thing is, if this goes down, Regieleki is looking pretty good. So I don't think you're gonna stay in here. I'm just gonna hit the U-turn. Either thinking about it. High Dragon's scary. I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all. This thing going low is very important. Regieleki is just... Regieleki is so good, man. Like, it hasn't even come out and it's putting pressure. You know what I mean? One of my favorite support mon. Like, utility, I will say. Not super. But they go Chiyu, so I get a U-turn chip. Kinda wish I Earth Power, but I mean, I was never gonna click that. Let's be real, I'm never clicking Earth Power there. So here I gotta go Ball. I am choiced, so I am faster. There's a chance it doesn't kill, by the way. But if I am physical, I can kill it, so I'm expecting you to switch here. The fighting switching currently is just the Slitherwing, but I doubt you go into it. So this Aura Sphere just feels pretty free. And I mean, if you do stay in and survive, it's like, it's a roll. These things kind of bulk on the special side. It's the physical side that he kind of lacks. But yeah, because I'm choice, I'm not that strong. I think in hindsight I should have been close combat. I don't know. I think special is good for like Torkoal or something like that. Speaking of, here comes Torkoal in an Aura Sphere. And takes it pretty well. So that's specially defensive for sure. I just gotta go back into Hydra. Because despite being defensive, I don't want to stay in on a Lava Plume or Flamethrower even. Iron Volume's looking pretty good. It's faster than everything, so I need to keep it. Even if you body press here, again I have the Valiant, so with a Lava Plume, I eat it for days. No burn. Lucky. And I can just Dark Pulse because the switches to Dark Pulse are not amazing. Especially because that Tuskru's low. You cannot go Tuskru here. You lose to Rayleigh. Thinking about it. Yo, is it me? You ever look at Torkoal and you just see like the nostrils are the face? Oh, I was wishing it will zoom in again. Just look up Torkoal and you'll see it looks like those are the eyes. It's really weird. But yeah, in comes this thing. He gets photosynthesis attack. So now I'm like, okay, you're probably banded. I feel like a set of one would be like, well, I guess it could be attack anyway. I get a crit, unfortunate. And you know what? Last time I went Corviknight, something's telling me you're not gonna first impression here. You're probably gonna U-turn. And I get the flamethrower on it. And down goes the Slitherwing. Not gonna lie, that was pretty good. Anyways, down goes the sun. And now that the Slitherwing's down, Hydreigon looks insane, dude. You can play around Hydreigon. Here comes the Chiyu, and I'm like, oh, I want Chiyu to be in here. This is my switch into it. I'm just gonna get an Earth Power. I haven't showed it yet, but I do pack it. He takes Snarl. That surprised me, but he actually is able to take this because of it. Well, looking at that damage, I think you took it anyway. But I'm like, I need to get out of here. You go for Dark Pulse. I know what you were trying to go for there. Going for the cheeky flinch. I respect it. When you're in the back, you kind of have to. So I respect it. No shame. I go Valiant here, probably? Yeah. Right, because the Slitherwing's down, I can just Aura Sphere 20 times. Actually, I can just Moonblast, no? Yeah. Moonblast kills this, kills the... The only thing that doesn't die is Torkoal, but it's not taking 2, so you have to pick a different sack. Yeah, Moonblast makes more sense. Iron Ball is another broken Pokemon, like... It's way too good. I'm loving using it, seriously. It also looks cool as hell, like look at it. Like... Sword. Oh my, I remember the first time it was revealed that it's a sword. Because I thought it was like, you know, like Gallade has the arm things. Oh my god, I was losing my mind. So, such a cool Pokemon. But yeah, something dies here. And it's going to be the Walking Wake, which I'll happily take. Moonblast. Boom. And I believe Torkoal has to come in here. Because Chiyu dies, so does Screw. Yeah, look at Torkoal. Doesn't that look like the eyes? Anyway, I just gotta sack Hydra here. Look at it, look at it. Just now that the Chiyu's so low, I don't really care. Hydra, thank you for your service. You put in overtime on this one. Usually you just set up your rocks, put in overtime, you know. But this time you were the bulky one. I like that. But yeah, here I'm pretty sure I can just go Lecky. I think I'm going Claude, but the thing with Toxcrow is that I can still get put asleep, even if the Chiyu's down. The Chiyu is alive, you know what I mean? So it can still pick up a KO, so especially now that Hydra's gone. So I just go into this and I Terra Blast. Torkoal never kills me here, so it doesn't really matter. They actually switch out, so this Terra Blast is huge, as I am able to get some damage on the Toxcrow. I am offensive, so... And looking at that damage, you get the lefties. It's looking like I can 2-hit KO you. I'm just gonna Terra Blast again. Down goes Toxcrow. So this game is pretty much a wrap. Like Chiyu will need to be like special Stream Speed. That's also a fire move. Can you imagine? Even then I have top. It doesn't matter. Here I just T-Bolt. No amount of special defense can prepare you for this T-Bolt Torkoal. I'm sorry. It's too strong, dude. Payleg is broken. And last is the Chiyu. Now, I can kill this with Thunderbolt, but you already know. You already know. Rapid spin kill. Elfowls, if you're watching it, I hope you don't think that's like... I'm not, you know, it's just a rapid spin kill. I'm not trying to add insult or anything. I think you play pretty good. But anyways, GG's to you. I have to clarify that, because sometimes rapid spin kills can be seen as like me making fun of you. I'm not, trust me. I'm not trying anything weird there. But GG's to you. You played pretty well. I've been loving the content, by the way, because I do watch them. I'm a little behind, I can't lie, but go ahead and check out Elfowls. Pretty good videos. The builders are amazing, even the graphics and everything. And yeah, sub to him, like, subscribe, whatever. Bye.